Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Learners Podcast. Today, Learners Podcast is going to make another milestone. We are going to initiate the series of discussions on a topic of the interdisciplinary nature of the research. We have the participants from the different universities and from the different backgrounds and also from different countries as well. So this is going to be an international webinar. We have the friends from the Tanzania, we have the friends from Nigeria, we have the friends today who are attending the session from the Malaysia and also from the International Almadinah International University Malaysia, the research scholars. And also we have the viewers from the Federal Urdu University. Okay, well, the purpose of conducting the and organizing this session is basically we have seen that the different students and the research scholars who belongs to the two different fields, like they are from computer science, they are from business administration, or from any other field, they are doing the research according to their own perspectives, according to the requirement. They adopt the research methodology which is required by the field suitable for their discipline. But with this, over the period of time, it is found that there is a confusion in the minds of the students, research scholars, and even I have seen in the faculty, in the teachers as well. It is observed that the general perception is that the research of the people who are doing the research in different disciplines, those research methodologies are totally different from the other from the research of the other disciplines. Whereas in fact the research philosophy is the same, research approaches are the same, research methodology is the same. But the thing is this, the techniques, the procedures for conducting the research is different from discipline. They vary from discipline to discipline. So to understand, to remove this confusion and to broaden up the research concept in the mind of the researchers, I have me and my friends, we have decided to conduct the series of discussions on the topic of the research methodology in general. So that in this session, this is going to be the first session, and in the first session, we are just going to initiate the discussion. And from next week onward, this will going to be the weekly session. And from the next week onward, we will be having the more participants in this discussion. They will not only participate in it, and they will also represent their fields, and they will discuss the things related to their fields as well. So today with me in today's discussion, we have the Dr. Arshad Zahir. Dr. Arshad Zahir is representing the field of engineering management. And we have the Nashir Kamogisha from Tanzania. Okay, he's also with us, and we have the Mr. Nihal. He is also joining the session. We Mr. Badmasi Sani Muhammad and Ali Muhammad Abdullah Alai. Okay, so just we are going to start the discussion today, and by the time some other participants are also joining, so I will just let you know as they join the session. Okay. So, well, Dr. Arshad, are you, sir? Yeah, thank you, sir. Dr. Arshad, my first question that I want to float is that just give me your point of view about this interdisciplinary nature of the research and why it is important for us.
Thank you, Muzaza. I'm very thankful to you for inviting me on this session. And this session, of course, is knowledgeable not only for the students, for the faculty, as well as for all the panel members as well. So interdisciplinary research is a sort of importance lies because the research from the various disciplines and its combination that generates the new body of knowledge. So from that perspective, a very important topic topic on which we are going to have discussion on this. So actually you are right, the research methodology generally remains across the various disciplines, but there are some sort of subjects like engineering management, environmental sciences, and the computer sciences. In sort of subjects, you have to have the research by the combination of the different sort of subjects. Like take the example of engineering management. Now these are the two separate disciplines, engineering plus management. But students who are studying this engineering management, they have to have the combine the the tools and the techniques from the two different disciplines. So you are right, it's a very important topic. Of course, we generate new knowledge.
Yeah. Well, this is the basic purpose. And being the first session, I mean to say it's a Sunday today, and it's difficult for everyone to join the session because of their family commitments and all these things. So might be our next session would be some other day. So anyhow, gathering all the participants at the same point, I mean, this is also another challenge for all of us. One of my the panel member from Malaysia, he has just refused because of his personal commitment, but he has promised me to join again in the next session. So these kind of things we will be having, but this is going to be a continuous session. And this week, what we will be discussing in today's session, this is going to be the first of all, the format is that I have made it. I will just keep it the short session of not more than half an hour. So in that session, we will be discuss few important concepts related to that day's topic, and we will just leave it for the next week's discussion. During that time, the participants, the viewers, if they develop some kind of the question in their mind, I have just shared the links in the description of the video. They can just send their queries, and we will be discussing those queries in the next session as well. So we have also another I mean the structural element is that we will be inviting the different research scholars, those who are doing the PhD, who are doing the MS from the different various universities. They can join the Zoom session as well, and during that session they can also ask few questions. Dr. Nihal, just give me your comments, sir, on this session. I mean the interdisciplinary nature of the. Just quickly, sir, 1 minute, sir, so that we start the session.
Thank you, sir. What of research is that integrate different information, data, technique, concepts from two or more different disciplines or bodies of specialization. You can say that their understanding and solve the problems for the different disciplines, combining their technique and information, and resolve it for their targeting goal. So research is a mode of research that we can combine their resources and interpret the results according to our situation.
Yeah, and in my perspective, the interdisciplinary nature is becoming more important these days. The thing is that because we are not just concentrating on one part of the of the knowledge area. Because suppose, for example, if we are the behavioral scientists, business administration, the field of business administration, we need the help from the psychology. We need sometimes we enter into the digital the platforms, like we need to have the the information about the information technologies. Okay, like if we say if we do the research on the the adoption of the information technologies in our field, in the business. So that is a kind of the research that is touching the two different fields. So there is a need for such a discussion there, where our researchers, our scholars, and even our teachers, they are able to do the research. They can design the proper research methodology that can be addressed by the two different disciplines. Similarly, I've even seen within the field, like for example, we are from the business administration. Within the business administration, there are three main fields that we can see that separates the research procedures, like marketing research, and the research from the HR and other fields, and the finance. I have seen the students and even the economics, the people who are doing the research in these areas, they are totally, they try to be within their domain, and if they have to do the shift to the, like the person from the marketing has to shift to the finance as well, he sometimes feels very difficult. I mean, feel it difficulty to find the person or the even the supervisor to who can address both of these fields. And when I have found supervisors are saying that we belongs to the finance field, we don't know what is happening in the HR and this thing. So this kind of things has been observed. So in that way, I feel interdisciplinary research and discussion on this thing and initiating this discussion is important. So, Mr. Badmasi Sani, if you can turn on your mic and can you please comment on the your views about this session? If you can please turn on your mic, please.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Do you hear me?
Yeah, very clearly, sir. Please carry on.
So basically, what I learned from most of the in terms of conducting research is like probably different, so little much when we compare to when this other, especially when we talk about social science and maybe are related to social science. Look at how people are conducting research. Most of the methodology and tools of analyzing data is almost the same. But actually, I cannot talk more like a science and of sciences and other of studies. But tell you what I learned, and I read so many articles that is related to what we have in our field. Because I'm economics, I can talk much about my thing. That is what I can say about it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, Dr. Rashid, the first question, just carrying on, starting the discussion. Today we will try to remain around this question that there is a confusion in the mind of the researchers, who are starting the learning the research, basically our students, basically. The difference between the research and the science.
Okay, research and science. For me, these are the interconnected terms. We cannot segregate of these. And usually, sometimes when I define the research and I say that research is one of the traditions of knowledge among science. Okay, science is also the tradition. So for me, research and science both are the traditions of generating knowledge. And why we say that these are interconnected? Because science itself generates from research, isn't it? That itself generates from research.
Yeah.
But exercising science is also research. So that is a two-way process. Exercising science is also research. And on the other way out, science itself generates from that. So in that sense, are related with each other. And the common thing in both of these is that generation of knowledge. Both of these generate knowledge. That is important.
Okay, so basic purpose is to generate the knowledge. Okay, and we use the research for conducting that knowledge. Okay, good. So Dr. Nihal, please, sir. Nihal Hussain. Yeah, Mr. Badmasi, if you want to say something.
Yes, I can say something about what the doctor said. As the doctor, actually, what the doctor says is the right and correct. But what we are deep concerned about, we as a researchers, and the knowledge and the how we conduct the research. But basically, we know that all the researchers, they are trying to transform the knowledge or from the giver or from the center. I'm sorry to. But actually, we agree with doctors. But what we are saying, maybe we can find the people in terms of example like computer science, it would be an mathematics, how they are conducting their research, and maybe finding people for we want most of their articles, understand the articles, take us most time for us to understand knowledge that they want to send to us. That is what we are maybe embracing in terms of discipline and other related stuff.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Nihal, sir, your comments? I think Mr. Nihal has some mic issue. So we are just coming back to him. Dr. Arshad, just if you can, if you further like, just a minute, I need to. Okay. Yes, Dr. Arshad, research and research methodology. What is the research methodology and how can you, I mean, very briefly, you can just explain it. When we say the different disciplines, they have the different research methodology, and what is this all about? I mean,
research methodology relates to that how will the researcher complete his study. So that is the process we adopt to conduct a particular research. So method basically explains and justifies the techniques and tools by which you may proceed with research. So these methodologies may vary from discipline. For example, in basic sciences, scientists and the researcher are more inclined towards the experimentation and the lab experiments. That is not the social science subjects. We are more inclined toward the research in the natural setting. So the research methodology, of course, varies from discipline to discipline.
Okay. Okay, good, sir. That's good. So when we say, can we, I mean, say something like scientific methodology? This is another word that has been found in the books. Scientific methodology and non-scientific. Is there any concept of non-scientific methodology, and what is? Can you just comment on it, sir?
Okay, science. When we say the scientific method, means that is the adoption of the method which follows the scientific norms, of which the basic norms are the observation and evidence. If you were to present these evidence on the basis of the observation that the research starts, then we say that is the scientific method. But that may not be the case with some social science disciplines when we are going to study the different behaviors and the beliefs. Because these are concepts which are not actually measurable, and we may not have the concrete evidence for that.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Yes, Dr. Masi Sani, would you like to comment, sir?
Yes, actually, if you look at kind of like what was scientific techniques of collecting data and if you look at it, most of the disciplines have their own technicality, how they can conduct and how they can conduct their research or methodology that they are using conducting most of their researches, and maybe look at maybe recommending and others that they are doing. And finding there is some differences in the structuring and arrangement of the items research. So that is another more concern that we was highlighted when we are discussing related research on different fields. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. So just concluding this question, that the research methodology is basically a method to conduct the research. Okay, the methodology that we adopt in our discipline. Okay, so anything which is scientific research or the non-scientific research, from this perspective, we can say that anything which is not following the scientific methodology, okay, that is not a scientific research. And the research is basically a scientific research. So there is no concept of the non-scientific research or anything like this. So I'm thinking when we say the research, we mean the scientific research. Is it, sir, Dr. Ashish? Okay, next, moving on.
You are right. Sorry.
Okay, sir.
You are right, sir.
Okay, sir.
Basically, if you are following the scientific principles while conducting,
yes,
so of course, the term that is scientific.
Okay, good, sir. Sir, another, the terms that we initially, when we start learning the research, we come across this basic research and applied research, peer research, theoretical research, apply and the natural social research, academic, non-academic. So just I want very quickly, if participants can put the light on this, so that our viewers, our students particularly who are starting the research, they may not get confused, because in the books I have seen different writers have used the different terminology. If one writer is saying the basic research, might be other is saying the theoretical research, or might be other is saying the some peer research. So that sometimes creates the confusion in the minds of the researchers as well. Okay, so please, sir. Dr. Nihal, are you there, sir? The mic is off. I think there is a problem with that, Nihal. Okay, Dr. Ashish, yes, please, sir, carry on.
Right, sir. There are the different terminologies which can be used by the different authors in order to classify as well as in order to research, types of research. Basically, as you tell us, that basically there are the two types of research. When we try to classify it with respect to the application of research, one is the applied research and the other one is the basic research. For me, the basic research or the fundamental research or the pure research, these are these synonymous terms which can be alternative when we define the research. Basically, the basic research or the pure research is the research done to generate the entirely new body of knowledge, and how the certain problems which may occur in future can be resolved. And in the basic research, entirely innovative theories are being generated. On the other side, applied research, and applied research is, we can also define this applied research as it is so the basic for the past theory or knowledge for existing problems. So sometimes we can also define the applied research that it is research which is done with the intention of applying the results of the findings for the specific problems which are currently being faced by the organization. So let me conclude it to differentiate this basic research, the generation of new knowledge and theory that is related to basic research, and the application of these in order to solve the current problems which are being faced by the organization. That is the applied research. Okay, so just as we see during these days, if we are doing the research on the COVID, like the impact of the COVID, and in the people from our field, impact of the COVID on the business, okay, impact of the COVID on the students learning through these online classes. So it is a kind of you can say applied research, because we are applying applying the research methodology to solve some problem. Similarly, if the researchers in the labs, if they are busy in conducting the research for finding some vaccine for the COVID, for the coronavirus, so they are doing the applied research, because that is a problem oriented, problem solution oriented. Okay, whereas anyone, if he was not doing it just for specifically for adding up into the knowledge, he is using the pure research. He is doing the basic research for the sake of generating the more knowledge that might be used in the future. Okay. So yes, Mr. Badmasi, would you? Yes,
Dr. Badmasi Sani, please, sir, your comments in this regard, applied and the basic research.
Hello?
Yes, yes, we can, yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, I think maybe there is no problem. That is,
No problem.
Can you,
No.
okay, can you repeat?
There's a need to do some applied research on it too, so that we can improve our sounds.
See, mostly like what happened recently concerning that issues of this COVID, and so many fields have conducted research related issues of this COVID and post-COVID issues. And but what happened there is look at most of the technicalities that they use. Some they use applied research, and some they use questionnaire, some they use some they pulling data from the source and so on. So this is what determines maybe read most of the articles and contributions of state can maybe down and think apply and not apply the second one. I think that is my own.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, sir. Okay. Another thing is, if Dr. Arshad, would you like to comment on it? The difference between the academic and non-academic research. I mean, like if you are from the engineering management field, so can you just differentiate, or is there any difference, or there is no difference, like academic research and you can say a professional research or non-academic research? I'm talking to Dr. Arshad Zahir, sir.
To misali babu ba sai ta baka wannan kudin ba sai ka bashi ya cika maka wannan kudin.
Yes, Dr. Arshad Zahir, sir, please carry on, sir.
Okay, sir. Let me explain about the academic and the non-academic research. Actually, the basic phenomena and the basic methodology as far as the academic and non-academic research is concerned. But academic research is generally, done for some purpose or some academic purposes, and non-academic research may be done in the different organizations in order to solve the different practical organizational problems. So basic methods remain the same and the research process remains the same, but the difference may be the presentation of these research documents. Because in the academic research, there is a formal presentation of the different research documents like this. But as far as the non-academic research, the presentation is entirely different.
Exactly.
Now, let me give an example. Like when we write a thesis or the research paper, the general sequence of presenting the different topics, we just give the abstract, then introduction, literature review, methodology in detail, and then finally the method analysis and conclusion. Now, what happens in non-academic research? Because non-academic research is basically done to take some immediate decision or in order to solve some basic problems. So this sequence may be entirely different. Sometimes what the researcher may do, as far as the non-academic side is concerned, they may immediately present after the introduction the conclusion of the research. That is the basic, and then the methodology and the other analysis of the details may become thereafter. Now the purpose is, or they want to take immediate decisions and they want to take immediate problems. So in that sense, we can say the pattern and the presentation of the research may be different, but basics and the research process may remain the same. Both of these.
Yeah, excellent, sir. Excellent. So, Mr. Badmasi, would you like to comment on it? I think there is some problem. Okay, so we can say that the any research which is being done for the in the organizational setting, I mean, for solving the problems in the organization, that is you can say non-academic research, whereas academic research is generally done for getting some qualification like MS, BS, like PhD and these kind of a thing. And so what is the research paper? I mean, writing the research paper. Can we, I mean, say, is it a relevant question kind of a thing that research paper can be written by, when it is written by the students and when it is written by the person who is in the industry? I mean, that is basically adding up into the knowledge. So just I want your comments on it, sir, Dr. Rashid.
Okay, writing the research paper, actually that is usually backed by the detailed research. When the detailed research has been done, that may be presented in the form of the research paper. For example, most of the academicians, like they do the PhD, and after the PhD thesis, they extract the different papers from those theses. So on the background, there's a lot of research they have done, and they can. Research paper is just the presentation of the research they have done in the past. So I think that is how we can research.
There is a question from one of the viewers who is right now watching our session. It was from Mr. Haris bin Shahid. He's saying that he's asking that can we say that the research what is the time perspective in the applied versus the basic research? Basic research is generally, I mean, the long-term research, you can say a kind of a longitudinal study that we adopt in the basic research. Or what kind of it is? It is the time. I mean, the time is the factor in the basic and the applied research, or it is not a factor.
Okay, surely that is a very important factor, and I think that is a very important question.
Yeah.
Usually, you see what the academicians do. They usually don't focus towards the basic research or the pure research. Now, what the reason? Because that it may require a lot of time, because generation of the new knowledge or generation of the new theories, that is not the same thing. That may take even 4 years, maybe 8 to 10 years, and even after that, may not be assured that you may be able to generate a theory for the new body of knowledge. On the other way out, that applied research can, because the theories are there, and we have to just apply those theories in order to solve the problems. So, of course, the time factor that is very important, and applied research can be completed within the specified period of time, but that may not be the case with the basic research and the pure research. That may be very much time consuming.
Exactly, sir. Okay, Dr. Today's last question of this session. Then after that, I will be just I will tell what is going to be our next week discussion topic. Okay. Well, the last question is that there are the terms like historical research, descriptive research, correlational research, exploratory research. And these are just very quickly, because all these research scholars already know these terms. So if there is any kind of a confusion from the interdisciplinary point of view, so just put very quickly your comments on it, sir, please.
It's when we classify the research with respect to the objectives. So basically, we can classify it into these disciplines as you just told us. What is the exploratory research? Now, research is again a very sometimes I should say that the difficult type of research. This is the type of research in which much of the knowledge and information is not available, and the only to conduct this exploratory research is we can conduct the expert interview and the brainstorming sort of thing. So the basic knowledge is not very much available in this type of exploratory research. Again, academics point of view, we really do this exploratory research. What academicians do, they can focus on descriptive research and the correlational research, explanatory research. Now, descriptive research is the type of research in which the purpose of a researcher is to describe the characteristics of the different variables of interest. Now, in this case, all the data and all the information is available, and the purpose is just to describe that variable by using statistical tools in the meaningful form, so that you can conclude and take important decisions. That is the descriptive research. Correlation very important type of research in which we are interested to find out the relationship and again the strength of relationship and the direction of relationship, significance of relationship, important things which are usually required in the academic part of the researches. So the basically we find out the relationship between the different variables in the correlational research. While in the explanatory research or the regressional research, we are interested to find out the cause and effect relationship, the different variables. One is the cause variable, the other one is the effect variable. So by using the different regressional techniques, we are going to have the impact of one variable on the other variables. That is
independent and dependent variable and all these mediations and moderation kind of a thing.
Yeah, there may be many types of variables. The most common are independent, and that dependent, moderated.
Yes. Okay. Yes, you are right, sir. So, okay, sir. This is just I want to conclude today's session because my basic I have told you already that basic format would be that we will just keep these sessions short. We'll not just try to cover whole there are so many things even left to discuss at this point even. So that we will be discussing into the next session. Like there are the philosophies of the research. Our next week's session would be that is going to be a very important one. There is a confusion between the using the philosophy when we design the research design. So one of the difficult part that research scholars have to face, they have to find which research philosophy they are following. Okay, which type of research they are. They have to know what approach is qualitative, quantitative, and there are so many questions and confusions come into. So that would be our next week discussion, inshallah ta'ala. So by that, I hope next week we will have the more participants because today might be we change the day from Sunday to any other day so that everyone can participate in it. So viewers, thank you very much for joining today. And there are the links in the description of the video. It is related to the feedback. It is related to if there is any question that comes to your mind during this week before the next session, you can just send me that. I'll be including your question into the next group discussion. And this is the beginning. This is going to be. I know as we will just move on. There will be more and more topics will be covered, and we will just try to be more on the academic, you can say a curriculum based approach, like the topics that are being covered in the books, in the research methodology books. So we are just slowly we will be covering those topics. Okay. So Dr. Ashad Zahir Sahab, Dr. Badmasi and Dr. Nihal, I think there is a problem, and also Dr. Nashir, we are unlucky to have the views from the Dr. Nashir because he was present in the initial part of the discussion, but I think there is some problem on his end. So no problem, next week Dr. Nashir is a permanent member of this group. He will definitely join us again. So all the participants, sir, thank you very much for sparing your time and on the Sunday, and really it is very appreciative. And also, I appreciate your efforts to join hands with the Learners Podcast to support the student and the faculty development activities. Okay, sir. So with this, sir, if any one of you wants to give the concluding remarks, so just please very quickly, and after that, I'm going to close the session. Sir. Dr. Badmasi, can you turn on your mic, sir, if you are present there? If there's, I think there is some, yes. Dr. Madhvazi, please, your final remarks, sir.
Yes. So I would like to thank participants and discussions, because these discussions was particularly as a young researchers in the field of studies and academics and on behalf of the participants and the listeners and organizers.
Thank you. Thank you for you, sir, as well for joining us. Your presence is very valuable. Okay, Dr. Ashad Zahir, sir. So final remarks, sir, very quickly.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. It was a very nice session. And again, I would say it not only increase the knowledge of students and faculty, but it is as beneficial for all of us as the panel members. And again, thank you to Learner Podcast for generating and sharing knowledge, you know.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your participation as well, sir. Nihal Hussain, I think there is a problem with him. Anyhow, sir. So just sir, with this, sir, with these remarks, thank you very much again, sir. Allah Hafiz from Learners Podcast today. So inshallah, we will joining in the next session. So please, viewers, share this video and tell your friends to join our next session. Also share, subscribe, and like this our channel. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.